welcome along once again to Dundee Park Stadium for today's match. Please welcome onto the field Partick Thistle and Dundee FC.
Dundee are back at Dens Park today after 3 weeks away. 3 weeks yielded no points for Dundee. But they're out to set the record straight against Partick Thistle today. Partick Thistle have only won one game on the road this season. That was their first game away from home at the start of the season away at Airdrie. Since then, it's 7 games away from home for Thistle and only 1 draw. However, they did win 2-1 here in the Cooperative Insurance Cup earlier on in the season. Dundee were hit by the Manager of the Month award, Jinx, last weekend. Jockey Scott awarded the award for November, but tasting defeat for the first time against Clyde last weekend, in which Dundee finished up with just 10 men on the pitch. Darren Young, the man sent off on his comeback from injury. Jockey Scott therefore makes 3 changes for Dundee today. Antoine Courier is back in the Dundee starting lineup, having missed the defeat against Clyde away in international duty with Guadeloupe. Eric Payton picking up a knock against Clyde last weekend. Darren Williams in for him. And also Jim Laughlin in the defence for Gary McKenzie. Bob Davison, the man, dropping out for the return of Antoine Courier. Thistle getting the ball away, and Williams jumping up for the head, and the ball flicked through for Courier there. Simon Story, the man getting away. Poznak throwing in now. Shinnie on his full home debut. Now Poznak cuts it into Deasley. Saved down low by Tuffy, and Dundee creating an opportunity in the Thistle defence in the first minute. Brian Deasley having a shot saved on this occasion. Only the 1 goal so far for Brian Deasley this season. We're looking to add to that tally. He's a good run in the first team in this first half of the season, but only the 1 goal to show for it at the moment. Thistle working it out wide. Paul McHale goes in for a hard challenge. Flicks the ball through to Courier, who just took his eye off the ball briefly there. Courier. He's got away with it though. Dundee have won the corner. Shinnie is going to go across to the far side. And Dundee will be lacking the aerial presence of Gary McKenzie from this corner kick. Missing out today. Jim Laughlin in his place. He's up there along with Craig McEwen. Shinnie takes it in, and McEwen was making a run at the near post. Couldn't get past the first man. Nope, Shinnie. It's going to be a throw in. Darren Williams, the Englishman, back in the starting lineup today. Not having started for a while, Darren Williams. Paul McHale coming in instead of him, and McHale swung the ball in there, and just a bit too high for Courier. The ball all the way through to Tuffy, and the Thistle goal. Tuffy gets it away. Roberts couldn't get up with the head. Now Roberts works it out wide to Buchanan. Up against Laughlin on the far side there. Done his job, Jim Laughlin. Stopping them from getting the cross in. So Thistle looking for options from the throne here. Mark Roberts is going across. Harkins is there also. Harkins, it is in the end. Harkins looks to volley this one across to McKinley, but a ball swung behind. And Douglas taking the goal kick, and Deasley just loses out in the header there to Robertson. Thistle have worked it out. Here's Payton looking for the runner Buchanan. Malone could just shepherd that one out there. No bother Deasley pulls the ball down well, and O'Brien's continues his run forward. Facing the wrong way though. Now McHale spreads the ball brilliantly out to Shinnie. Now Curia, who takes a strike at goal, and Tuffy, I think he was deceived by the curve of the ball there, seemed to be going the wrong way, had to react. Tipped the ball over the bar, but Curia, he wants to add to those goals he got against the rest of the Caribbean nations last week for Guadeloupe. Helped his side to third place in the Digicel Cup. Tuffy denying him on this occasion. It's going to be Shinnie coming across to take the corner kick again. Making his first start at Dens Park. Andrew Shinnie, the man on loan from Rangers. It's the ball across, and Thistle getting it away on this occasion. O'Brien has to track back to win the ball. Then Malone. Payton just getting a foot in the ball to stop the ball running through to O'Brien there. And Thistle have knocked the ball out of play. Ian McCall having words with the side, trying to keep the work rate up. Williams just caught a bit on the ball there. Williams took his eye off it. Here's Shinnie. Works it out to Pozniak. Cuts inside. Deasley's wanting it. Curie is the man though. Up against the Thistle defence. He's backing himself into a corner there, Curie. But the Partick Thistle defence stops the ball going for the corner kick. And Dundee will look to keep the pressure on this Thistle side. Not having the best of away records in the league this season. Here's Shinnie. McEwen. Just getting the ball away in the nick of time there, Craig McEwen. Pozniak tries to work it out again to Shinnie, who's making the run down the right wing there, but again, Thistle doing their job well, cutting out the passes. McEwen will have to watch this from back. Mark Roberts chasing McEwen back there. Goes all the way through to Douglas. Curia gets a flick on to Deasley. Back to Curia. Let's get possibly a push from behind there. Curia, he's not happy about it. Pozniak cuts out the pass well though. Here's Williams. He's trying to size up the pass, but Brian Deasley is offside. And Tuffy will take the free kick for Partick Thistle. So, long ball, and Pozniak got up there well against McKinley to get the ball away. Come all the way through to Roberts though. McEwen just lost it there. Now Roberts again. McEwen sticks to his job well there against Mark Roberts. McEwen just didn't let him get turned, didn't give him an inch on the edge of the penalty area. McEwen completing the job again. Craig McEwen. McKinley now has being forced all the way back. Hawkins comes forward though. It's all the way out wide to Payton. He's going to swing the cross in here looking for Buchanan. Pozniak though is not going to take a chance on that. Heads the ball behind. So corner kick, and if we're just a bit unsure there whether Pozniak got a head on the ball. No complaints from Dundee about the award of the corner kick. Paul Payton going to take the kick for Partick Thistle. So swung in, and the free header there in the centre of the area. Paul Payton swinging the ball in, and Dundee not quite sure who's picking up who at the back. And Twaddle can get the header in, and probably disappointed to head it over the bar. Curie again getting the head on. Deasley not quite on his tiptoes that time. Lachlan going back with Roberts here, gets it away. Brian Deasley possibly running back from an offside decision. He was very far up the field, Brian Deasley, but no flag. The ball's gone all the way through to John Tuffy. Posnack gets it away. McKinley leaning in there with the elbow. No complaints though. Shinnie politely keeps the ball in for Twaddle on the near side. Now McKinley runs through the Dundee defence. No one putting a challenge there on Kevin McKinley. The ball's been all the way over through. And Gary Harkins it was who got the header in. Ball drifted wide of the post. Douglas caught on one side. Harkins had the intelligence to nod it back across the face. Just wide of the post. Again, Courier jumping up for the header again. This time not quite getting off the ground. Here's Payton. And Lachlan sliding in well on Roberts. It's McEwen. And Rowson winning it in the air and leaning on Paul McHale there as he completed the job. Here's Buchanan for Thistle. And two Dundee players over on the far side there, blocking the cross, Malone and O'Brien. Buchanan couldn't get past the two of them. Here's Twaddle in the starting lineup again this week after missing it last week. Runs into the box and Douglas flying across to cut out the cross. Didn't let anyone get in the end of that. Rab Douglas not taking the chance. He said, "That's mine." Claimed it well. Here's Posniak. Deasley working out away to Shinnie. Twaddle read it well. Couldn't get Shinnie on the end of it. McEwen. I know Williams. A little bit of time there to get a foot in the ball and find Shinnie. Now Harkins. Up against McHale. Harkins sticks to it, wins it back. Now Twaddle. McEwen gets it away. Deasley. He's got O'Brien possibly making a run. And Deasley not quite picking the right pass there. Robertson fires it all the way up to Buchanan. Now Williams. Again, he's got Shinnie in plenty of space here. So Dundee players slowly make their way forward. Here's O'Brien on the far side running into the corner area. He's got Paul Payton for company though. And O'Brien couldn't get past Payton. And eventually just stuck to Payton like glue there, David O'Brien. Forced Payton to knock it out for a throw in. It's these kinds of situations you want a long throw in like Rory DeLapp. Dundee make do with Eddie Malone. Gets the ball in the box and Kenneborough gets a shout from Tuffy to leave it. Fires it low and hard all the way down the field there. John Tuffy surprising it didn't hit anyone on his way through. Douglas gets it away. Twaddle going over Shinnie. And Thistle winning the throw in off Shinnie. McKinley the man who wins it. It's going to be Kenneborough. It's a Rowson. Kenneborough just slices it off his left foot there, but finds Roberts. McEwen and Posnack are with him. And Roberts does just enough against the two Dundee defenders to win the throw-in. Or the corner kick even. Paul Payton, the man who's going to take it on the near side. And last time round, Mark Twaddle got a free header in the box. Ball's in again, and Twaddle almost on the end of it again. Courier gets turned. Shinney's making the run on the right. Decides to go through the middle to Deasley. He's got the pace, Brian Deasley, to beat Story to it. O'Brien and Shinney are in the middle. Courier's there now. Brian Deasley still coming forward. Story, though, stuck to Deasley well. Read the ball. And didn't panic making the challenge there, Simon Story. Courier runs into the corner against Kinneborough. Gets turned. Courier. Now Shinney runs back into the corner, and a silent challenge from Mark Twaddle. And that's the first free kick of the game after 15 minutes. Referee's been keen to let this game go. Only stoppages for offsides. But Dundee have a set piece opportunity. Shinney to take. Swung in, and Malone's going in there at the far post, but Thistle getting the ball away. Jerry Britton on the Thistle bench, just handing the ball to Eddie Malone. Now Shinney is going to take a strike, a goal here, Andrew Shinney, and John Tuffey watching it all the way, got two hands behind it. I don't think he was really in any danger of getting beat there from the strike by Andrew Shinney, but important thing, getting two hands behind the ball. Posnack jumping with McKinley. Williams gets the ball over the halfway line, and Rowson hitting his own man, Twaddle there. Tuffey knocks it away, and Lachlan is it back. Here's McEwen. Shinney. Back to Jim Lachlan. And O'Brien. So sorry, Malone just slipped as the pass was made there and couldn't get back in time to stop the ball going out. So Thistle have the ball back. Courier tries to take advantage of the slack pass and almost did there. Antoine Courier tries to take advantage of a little delay in the Thistle play of the ball. Long throw and then it's Kinneborough, centre of the park. Now Twaddle. Shinney just a bit too slow to the ball there. McEwen though can come forward with it. O'Brien's got plenty of space in the middle. Ball cuts out though. Deasley's won it back though. And he's won the throw on Brian Deasley here. Well, I thought he'd won the throw on Brian Deasley. Linesman though gives it the other way. Going to be Kinneborough. Take the throw in. Looking for long options again here, Willie Kinneborough. Shinney gets in ahead of Twaddle. Referee says illegally though. So Thistle again get the opportunity to launch an attacking threat. Kinneborough with a free kick. Twaddle's up there to give an aerial option. And McKinley just comes up the top of McKinley's head there. No danger. Story decides to knock it back forward. Malone gets it away though. And Payton knocks it on, and Buchanan could steal in here against Lachlan. And Harkins. Oh, wild cross. First time. Possibly should have taken the touch. It's come all the way through to McKinley on the near side though. And Posnack Knocks it out for a corner kick on the near side. Payton again. Take this corner kick. Twaddle and Kenneborough. Up from the back. And the ball's come all the way through, and Courier just got it stuck under his feet there, and McHale reacted well to clear the ball. Now Robertson. And back to Simon Story, and Thistle still have plenty of players forwards here if Robertson looks for them. There's one of them, Twaddle. There's Story. Now Harkins. And Williams goes to ground there and just caught Harkins. Now Buchanan gets himself turned, and he's still got O'Brien for company. He's Twaddle. And McKinley trying to give Poznak a problem, but the pass was just a bit too far ahead of Twaddle. Now Rowson. Now Paul Payton and Mark Roberts now for Partick Thistle into the box, and Loughlin had the strength just to usher the ball out. Using as a vast experience, Jim Loughlin now seems to be around the top couple of divisions in Scotland for years now. Williams. Courier just missed the ball there, couldn't get it quite under control. Here's Buchanan. And chip ball wasn't finding anyone by Liam Buchanan. I think he was expecting Gary Harkins to make the run inside. Though Harkins didn't quite get that from the communication between the two. Here is Harkins though, loses out to Williams. Malone. And Payton jumping on the back there of David O'Brien. No free kick. That's 1-0. Darren Williams, the man conceding it, sliding in there on Gary Harkins. Top goal scorer for Thistle this season, Gary Harkins. Had a header early on in the first half that just wide of the far post. Now here's Roberts. For Thistle, got McKinley and Twaddle in the box. The ball's going to come all the way through to Twaddle. McCune was who got the header away from McKinley. Twaddle still going against Shinnie. Wins the corner kick here, Mark Twaddle. Good perseverance up against Andrew Shinnie. It's another corner kick to Partick Thistle. Kenneborough up in the back again. Twaddle's there also. Gary Harkins, a man with 7 goals this season too. The ball's just a bit too high for Twaddle. Douglas can claim it well. And Deasley has to be careful because Simon Story is right behind him, and Brian Deasley settles with the throw-in, and Poznak's come a long way to take this. So Williams takes a check to see who's behind him before decides to play it across. O'Brien just getting caught there after he'd played the ball there, David O'Brien, but the ball possibly knocked a bit too far forward. He was never going to get in the end of it, so no free kick. Now McKinley getting past Poznak, and Loughlin goes to ground well to clear the ball away from McKinley's feet. Here's Payton. McHale just fooled by Paul Payton there. Touch of the Johan Cruyff there about Paul Payton as he turns. And the referee here, Craig Thompson, wants a word with Paul McHale. I think McHale's just a bit unhappy about a couple of challenges over there on the far side, and letting the referee know about it. And the referee's just giving him a warning this time. And Paul McHale clearly not happy though there about some of the challenges on the far side. Referee though keen to let this game flow in the first half. Deasley possibly pushed down there by Harkins. He's come away with the ball though, Gary Harkins. He's Roberts. Back to Harkins. He's going to get the ball in the end here. Gary Harkins, McKinley's there, but offside. Kevin McKinley. Curry is going to jump with Kenneborough. And the referee's given a foul. Curry got the push from Kenneborough before heading the ball. And Partick just stopping the ball rolling through to Paul McHale there. And again, Paul McHale not happy about this little show of unsportsmanship from Thistle. Getting a bit riled up again, Paul McHale. Of course, Thistle would say it was a complete accident. Roberts finds Payton, who's going to throw the cross in here to McKinley, who looked offside again, and indeed flags up on the far side. Kevin McKinley offside as the ball's played in. But Mark Roberts caught outside the box again. O'Brien coming forward for Dundee. Malone. Back to Loughlin. And, little chip ball for Courier, but it's a bit too high for Antoine Courier there. Can't add to his tally for the season. Last time he was away from the Dundee team for a trip to Guadeloupe. Came back with a goal against Ross County in Alex Ray's last game in charge. Looking to do the same for Jockey Scott here today. As long as it's not Jockey Scott's last game in charge, of course. Here's Twaddle up against Shinnie. Finds the ball through to McKinley, who's made a hat-trick. Kevin McKinley, 3 offsides in 5 minutes. He'll be wanting a prize for that. Courier just caught Willie Kenneborough there. It was the linesman on this near side who gave the foul. Courier seems to be a bit confused about the decision. And just having a word with Willie Kenneborough about it. To be sure that the two of them won't be all chummy-chummy. Not until after the game anyway. O'Brien. Head up in the air there, David O'Brien, not really aiming it at anyone. Here's Payton. Rowson. Now Williams has got time to pick a pass here. Darren Williams will be looking to make it a good one. Here's Courier. He's going to look to get around the outside of Willie Kenneborough. Doesn't have many options there. Brian Deasley is in the box though, but ball couldn't get through to him. Twaddle punts the ball out for a throw in on the halfway line. Shinnie got a push in the back from Mark Twaddle, but no free kick. It's Loughlin. Turns Roberts. McEwen aimed long at Antoine Courier, who was offside, says the linesman on the near side, but ball went all the way through to Tuffy, so advantage played by the referee again, showing he's keen to let the game go and flow. Referee Craig Thompson here in this first half is Loughlin. And he just punted that straight at Buchanan, who couldn't quite control the ball, and the ball's gone all the way back through to the Thistle defence. Stuffy. It's long down the field, and McKinley could steal in there ahead of Poznak, but there was no option for McKinley to flick it onto. Lachlan. Shinnie all the way back to Robert Douglas. Lachlan with a long ball down the field to no one in particular, and Tuffy just feeling he had to commit there by coming out of his area. Harkins. I'll chip ball looking for the run of Buchanan. Douglas though. Out he comes and claims the ball. Dundee keen to just let the game flow. Take the time, pick the passes. And not rush into long balls that might give the ball away. Curry is offside again there though, so Thistle will have the ball back. Twaddle. Thought he just pushed Shinnie there as he was going for the ball, the two of them. Shinnie and Twaddle. Kennebrough just stopping before throwing the ball. Rowson, little chip ball through, but Thistle strikers knew they were offside and they knew they couldn't go for it unless they wanted to be flagged off, so Douglas had an easy take. Courier up against Kennebrough again, the two of them going hard for each ball. That's just going to run through for a goal kick to Thistle. Simon Story, the man, just letting the ball run. Tuffy again with these low skimming goal kicks that just seem to skim across the head of every player on the pitch. Got a lot of power on them though from John Tuffy. And he's won a free kick for Thistle. Simon Story, the man going to take it. And Willie Kennebrough's up in the box along with Mark Twaddle. Just on the edge of the box at the moment, but they'll make the run inside now. Malone knocks it away. And Rowson jumping on Brian Deasley. Wins the ball though, David Rowson, former Aberdeen man. Harkins spreads the ball all the way over to the far side, but Paul Payton, not the man quick enough to get in the end of that ball. Malone. And Courier controls the ball well on his chest. Harkins. Down to Roberts. Now Payton. Just come all the way through to McKinley, who's got past Poznak. And I thought for a second there McKinley had an opportunity to strike at a goal. And Poznak getting the ball away. Here's Payton, looking for options from this zone. Roberts gives him. He's skipped past David O'Brien there, Paul Payton, but Eddie Malone came across to cut it out. McEwen, Poznak's making the run forward for Craig McEwen there, and Shinnie is just being caught off it. Wasn't sure when Mark Twaddle was there, Andrew Shinnie, and puts himself under pressure. Now Poznak. And Shinnie. Dundee work it all the way over to the far side now. Malone knocks inside to O'Brien, just a bit too far ahead of O'Brien there from Eddie Malone. Robertson could get it away. And a charging run here from Liam Buchanan. Steps past the two of them. He's in the corner flag now. Only McKinley in the box though. And McEwen, the man who completed the clearance, but Liam Buchanan surged through that Dundee defence. Got through to the corner flag without so much of a challenge. Here he is again in the corner flag, and he's won the corner kick. Here, Liam Buchanan. Good work rate from the Partick striker. It's been Paul Payton with the corner kick. Willie Kinneborough, the man who goes up for the header, and almost gets it back out to Paul Payton. I'm sure that wasn't what he was intending, but not challenging the Dundee goal. Douglas down to Courier. Twaddle wins the header though. McKinley helps it on. McEwen comes through the back of Roberts. Has worked out to Paul Payton on the far side. Now Roberts. Back to Payton. Now all the way out the near side is Kinneborough. It's the ball long. Looking for the run of McKinley, but Pozniak could just wash that ball all the way back to Robert Douglas. Not so much of a panic in that Dundee defence, just casually watching the ball back. Courier goes up with Kinneborough, and Courier thought he was fouled. And Courier and Kinneborough, each time they go for the ball, there's always something going on between those two. 50-50 each ball though, and just one of them each time pushing the boundary to win the ball. McHale runs into the corner with John Robertson, but Robertson could just wash that one out. Tuffy just taking his time over that goal kick. Here's Deasley. Nods it down. Paul McHale. And Dundee playing the ball well on the ground when they get the opportunity. And Shinnie scythed down there as he was going through into the box. And Thistle pick up the first booking of the game. Willie Kinneborough, man who's clashed so often with Courier in this first half, picks up the booking for fouling Shinnie as he's just about to charge through, and he knocked the ball past Kinneborough for being brought down. No complaints about the booking from Partick Thistle. Dundee have a great opportunity from the set piece. Andrew Shinnie's there. Courier's there. Eddie Malone's there as well. And I think it's going to be Courier to striker. He's got one from a free kick already this season, but flying over the bar from Antoine Courier. He can certainly strike them from distance, Antoine Courier. Not on this occasion though from the Guadeloupe international. The Dundee missing Eric Payton today, of course, who's also had a free kick into the back of the net this season against Queen of the South. Great strike from the former Queen of the South man. He's missing out today. Picked up a knock against Clyde this week, also struggling with the flu. So a double injury there for Payton. Pozniak does run all the way into the box here. Gets the ball past Tuffy, and John Tuffy, fortunate in that the cut back into the box was deflected right back into the Partick's goalkeeper's hands. But Pozniak with a surging run into the box. Really ignited the Dens Park atmosphere. Dundee, having been playing long balls for the past few minutes here, not really getting much joy out of it. Andrew Shinney surging into that Partick Thistle box. Now Poznak showing the way to get at this Partick Thistle defence is to get the ball on the ground and really charge at them. So far in this first half, they've only been able to do it on a few occasions. They'll be looking to exploit that later on. Here's Harkins up against Poznak, and just sells him the dummy. Harkins now, little chip ball over to the far post, and just a bit too high for Buchanan there. And Buchanan's wanting a goal kick, and he's not happy about it as well. You can hear the screams from all the way over that on that far side, Liam Buchanan. But he's not going to persuade the linesman to change his mind. Still having a go at the linesman there, Liam Buchanan. Douglas finds Courier. Courier wins it against Kinneborough. And Twaddle has to be wary of Shinney coming in behind him, and he's picked the safety first option there, Willie Kinneborough. Sorry, Mark Twaddle was defending against Andrew Shinney. He's Deasley up against Twaddle. There's Shinney, and thought for a second he was going to try and cross the ball in, but Twaddle gets it away at the second attempt. And Darren Williams, bit of a late challenge there from Darren Williams, kicked the Partick midfielder up into the air. It's waiting for him to turn around and see the numbers. Kevin McKinley, who got kicked up into the air there by Darren Williams. Thought he made a meal of it there, but it was a late challenge from Darren Williams. He's picked up a yellow card as well for his troubles. And 1 yellow card apiece. Toffee's knocked that long. Loughlin gets it away. And, Payton going with O'Brien. Now Harkins. And that ball's just going to skid all the way through for a goal kick to Dundee. Just couple of minutes before half time. One of these teams will be looking to take the advantage into the break. And, certainly in the case of Antoine Courier, who has been away in the Caribbean this week, playing 3 games. Not sure how fit he is, how long he's going to last the rest of the game. Dakan, Gulhaney, McMenamin, all on the bench with some attacking options for Dundee, for Scythes there as well. More of a defensive play, Craig, for Scythe, of course, but plenty of options for Dundee if Courier can't make it through. To Simon Story, opportunity to get this ball into the danger area for Partick Thistle. He's chipped it all the way over to the far post. Roberts helps it on. It's going to come back through to Kinneborough, who strikes it left-footed, which isn't what he's best known for. Willie Kinneborough, he's not exactly Cristiano Ronaldo, especially not when it comes to striking the ball. McEwen just knocks that ball right up into the sky. Williams having to watch the Partick challengers, 2 of them flying in there on the Dundee midfielder. And Shinney's lost out to Harkins, but he's won it back, Andrew Shinney. Roberts has picked the loose ball up for Clyde though. Here's Payton. And right-footed cross, who's just knocked that up into the sky, and Douglas watches it down well. Deasley is always going to struggle, Brian Deasley, as a striker going for these headers, because he doesn't exactly have the aerial ability. Kenneborough knocks it all the way back, and now Lachlan. Bit of head tennis between the opposing centre backs. This will have the throw in on the far side. Paul Payton. And that ball's just run all the way through for a goal kick. Malone heads the ball all the way on to Courier, and he's got a flick on to Deasley. Kenneborough just having to watch it before Deasley can steal onto it. Tuffy's miskicked it. It's going to be a throw into Dundee up near the corner flag. And from that flick on by Courier, Deasley almost stealed in, and then the miskick by Tuffy. Dundee coming close through a couple of mistakes to grabbing an opening goal. As it is, though, they've got a throw-in opportunity. Eddie Malone going to take this throw-in, looking for an option, but Simon Story cuts it out. Now the corner kick for Dundee. Shinnie to take. Lachlan and McEwen up from the back. Eddie Malone also in there. Courier's also got a bit of height about him. It's going to be Shinnie. Taken in, and Courier, who just deflects it wide of the post, and Courier almost shrugs his shoulders there. Can't believe it's gone wide. And Dundee come probably the closest they have in this first half to grabbing the opening goal. Tuffy knocks it long down the field, and indeed that header by Courier was the last action of the game, coming close to grabbing that opening goal for Dundee. He's had a couple of other opportunities as well. Brian Deasley having a good shot save low down by John Tuffy. Twaddle had a free header for Partick Thistle, but it's goalless at half time.
Here we go at the second half at Dens Park. Still goalless between Dundee and Partick Thistle. And here's O'Brien. Malone. Courier looking to escape from the defence, but the flag's up for offside. And Partick can get settled down in the second half. Tuffy. And it's well clear from McEwen. Payton trying to keep it in. And Malone with a good tackle. And that's gone out of play for a Dundee throw-in. Malone. Courier. Harkins trying to keep the ball alive. We want to throw in Partick. Are we Payton to take? Payton gets the ball back. Malone headers away. Harkins. That way to Twaddle. That's a corner kick for Partick Thistle at the start of the second half. Partick shooting towards their own fans. And Dundee shooting the theirs in the Bobby Cox. And comes across. Heard away from Dan Williams. His deflected shot, and well here from Rad Douglas. Douglas. Courier with a flick on Deasley. Trying to play in Shinnie, but it's well defended. And Dundee have won a throw in. Beasley. McKeel. Trying to find Shinny, who's chased it down. And it's Kilburn Kinnember. Only as far as a throw in for Dundee though. Pozniak finds McKeel. Pozniak again, good play. McKeel trying to force it through to Shinny, but it was a good tackle from Twaddle. And now here comes McKinley. He's still going. And it was McEwen, I think, who came across and shoved him out of the way. Free kick to Partick. And it's going to be an early change. And it's Kinnember who's coming off. And Simon Donnelly coming on in his place. And it comes. It's debated everyone. What a save from Rob Douglas. It's kept in. And it's over the top for a corner kick to Partick Thistle. Wow, shaky defending from Dundee. Great stop from Rob Douglas. And then headed off the line. I think it was either Lachlan or Pozniak. And the header came back in. And it's gone over for a corner kick to Partick Thistle. Simon Donnelly just on taking the corner kick. And low, good dive header away from Sherry. Shot comes back in again, and it's another corner kick. This time it was David Rosa with the shot. And it takes the neck off the Dundee defence and up for another corner. Simon Donnelly over again to take the cross. And Rob Douglas holds on well. Up from Rob. It's heading towards Deasley. It's headed away easily by Partick, but now here comes David O'Brien for Dundee. And surely that's a free kick. The referee doesn't give anything. Clearly looked like a badge from Pate. He totally blocks O'Brien off, but the referee having none of it and says play on, throw into Partick. But to keeper Tuffy. Oh. It's Shinny. And now Lachlan has the ball. Looking for the run of Curia. Forced to McHale, will have a shot. And he's got it horribly wrong. It'll be a goal kick to Partick Thistle. Signs of Dundee attacking though. Up from Tuffy. Headed away by Lachlan. And now Deasley. Oh, the referee getting in the way there. And Darren Williams wins a free kick, which Dundee tried to take quickly, but the referee pulls it back. Trying to sort out the tussle between Williams and Harkins. Bobby McEwen to take the free kick. Just in the Dundee half. Curia. For Deasley. Well defended by Partick Thistle though. They try to attack now with McKinley. And sort of tackled by Malone on Liam Buchanan. He wins the ball cleanly. Malone went hard and fair. And Buchanan just a little bit hurt there. But the referee still gives the throw in to Partick Thistle. Oh, Payton lets that run. They could take it again. Still Partick, Payton. Back to Robertson. Harkins. And he's taking that one step too far and ran out of play for a Dundee throw in. Dundee's first defeat under Jockey Scott came last week when they lost 1-0 to Clyde away from home. Scott Gemmell sent off for Clyde. And Darren Young for Dundee. Beasley doing well. Courier. Good play this from Dundee. O'Brien. He's clean through O'Brien. He's got a strike. Good save. And nearly falls to Shinnie, but Dundee have won a corner. Well, it's good defending from the Partick defence. Shinnie with the ball in. Cleared, only as far as O'Brien. McHale. Back to Shinnie, getting our cross in. And towards Courier. And this team defended by Story. Dundee piling on the pressure now. Can they grab a goal here in the second half? Shinnie again, Beasley across for the short one. Beasley. Shinnie. Oh, he's done well. It's Shinnie. And it's just over the crossbar. Good play that from Beasley and Shinnie working well. And a man who's on loan from Rangers. Almost putting the Dundee side ahead. Dundee be looking for 3 points. They need to climb back up the table if they want promotion this year into the SPL. Up from Tuffy. Headed away by Lachlan. Lachlan again beating Buchanan to it. Payton, Lofton one up. And Dundee have won a free kick. It's Mark Roberts penalised. Pulling back, Jim Lachlan trying to get in. Well spot from referee Craig Thompson. Douglas puts it up, looking for Courier. He wins it. Now here comes McKinley. Back over to Twaddle. Here comes Harkins now. McKinley trying to play in Harkins. And it's well defended by Dundee again, Shinnie. Bosniak is playing right back for the injured Payton. And Courier. Shinnie takes a heavy touch. Williams. Again, Partick winning the ball back. Twaddle. And McKeon has time to lock one back up. And now the linesman taking a while to put the flag up. He did look just offside. And Courier, as soon as he touched it, the linesman's put his flag up. Free kick to Partick Thistle. Then Derek Roberts, headed away from McEwen. And Beasley, O'Brien to Malone. No, I'm not sure what he's trying to do there. I think he was just trying to get rid of it. Feeling the pressure from Payton. Tuffy looks for Roberts. McEwen away well. Only as far as Harkins. Now Payton. With the ball, and the flag's gone up eventually on Mark Roberts. It looked tight. But maybe just the right decision from the linesman. Partick fans are still singing, trying to urge their team on. And the Dundee fans just getting a bit frustrated. that the team aren't ahead in this game. Payton. Brian putting under pressure. Buchanan. Good touch into Payton. Back to Buchanan. It's good play this from Partick Thistle. And Malone trying to come across. Nice back heel there from Buchanan. Payton. O'Brien sticking to him tight. Play on, says the referee. And Twaddle's gone for a strike. And it isn't far away. It was about 30 yards out when he hits it. That's a later for Dundee. Well, Partick are threatening a lot more in the second half. And Dundee haven't really been scoring a lot of goals at home. Need to try and get in front here. Here going to win it. Well won by Twaddle. Basically losing up the story. That's a good ball in, looking for Roberts, but he can't keep it in. Wilson just a bit too heavy on his pass. Maybe a front of Dundee, which Bosniak will take. And Deasley trying to flick on but loses out. Let's come all the way back to Robertson. Harkins with a flick on. McEwen away. Williams to Shinnie. McHale. Williams again. It's hoofed towards Courier. Shinnie. Lost him one back up towards Courier. Oh, it's good play from Courier. Skinned his man and was taken out. And I think Story knew what he had to do there. Free kick to Dundee in a good position. That'll be Shinnie to deliver. Here comes a flick on from Brian Beasley. The smallest man in the park. And it went flashing over John Tuffy's goal. And Beasley close to putting Dundee ahead. Still goalless here at Dens Park. Only about 50 minutes in the second half. It's a Partick throw. Twaddle. McKinley to Roberts. McKinley gets it back. And well defended from McEwen. And Bosniak. Simon Donnelly charging in. And the free kicks be given to Dundee. But Dundee do have good attacking options if they do decide to bring on a few subs. They have Daquin and Gilhaney, who are both really quick. And they also have McMenamin back from injury. Shinnie. And he's taken out by McKinley, and it'll be a free kick to Dundee. McEwen with a free kick, and referee telling him to take it again. Roberts not the whole 10 yards, and the referee I think coming across to have a word with Roberts. He's telling him to stay his yards. McEwen to take again. Courier trying to head it towards goal, but it's gone wide for a Partick goal kick. Goal kick taken from Tuffy. Looking for Roberts. Well won by McEwen. O'Brien. Just couldn't get Deasley in. Now here comes Payton. for the run of Buchanan. And Malone does well. Sorry, Lachlan. Getting a foot in there. Be a throw into Partick Thistle. Payton to Donnelly. Back to Payton. And he's squeezing across. It's a good header. What a save. And saved again. Well, what a stop that is from Rod Douglas. Denying, I think it was McKinley. Sorry, Harkins. And then the rebound shot came in again from Roberts. And again, I'm not sure Douglas didn't get down to put it up and over. What if it hit Lachlan and went over? Great defender from Dundee. Headed away again. This time by Shinnie. Comes back to Simon Donnelly though. He gets another good cross. And this time the header's all wrong from Twaddle. Oh. It's a fantastic save from Rod Douglas, but defence is not doing their job. And Douglas is to the rescue again for Dundee. And here is with a goal kick. Oh, it's won by McKinley. And then by Robertson. Payton. And Brian wins the header, but well, here comes Buchanan. Payton. He's fed in Roberts. And that cross is too near Rod Douglas, who comes and claims. And Courtney tries to play in Courier. Touches a lot heavy, but Beasley just about gets away. And Story with the clearance. A good tackle from Darren Williams. And it had to be. A shot still comes in again. For Simon Donnelly, and again it's a really good save from Rod Douglas, well held. Well, Jockey Scott side they're falling asleep just now. Douglas. And that'll run up for a throw in. Twaddle. Again, Dundee. Well, they've won a free kick there. Shinnie peeled down by Simon Donnelly. McHugh take it quickly. Beasley still putting Twaddle under pressure. And Dundee have won a throw in. Can they do something here, Dundee? Beasley. And well, nothing given there. Looks to the linesman. That's a goal kick for Thistle. McHugh with the header. Beasley putting Story under pressure this time. But we'll run up for a Thistle throw in. Twaddle. In for Donnelly. And now here comes Roberts. Payton. Payton told to have a crack. Taking deflection off Lachlan. And deflection takes all the sting off the ball and runs nicely into Rod Douglas's hands. Douglas looking for Shinnie again. And this time McKinley can only head it out. Pozniak. And Courier losing it again. Buchanan. And that'll be a free kick, and Malone will probably be in the book here. And he has. That was good control from Buchanan. He skipped away from Malone, but Malone was able to bring him down and resulted in the yellow card. Story. And McKinley's kept it in. And still, and Rosen was trying to get in from McKinley's back heel, but it's been put out of play from Pozniak. Rosen again. And Mullen had to head that away because Buchanan was right at the back stick and probably would have had a tap in if Malone wasn't able to get the header out of play for a corner kick. And it comes from Donnelly. Headed away by Malone. And he fires Donnelly again. And now come through McKinley. 3 Dundee players around him, and now Beasley comes away with it. And Beasley trying to take on Rosen, but Story's able to clear perfectly. Williams. Oh, he's taken out late there from Harkins. And that's going to be a yellow card for Harkins. And Williams feeling that one. Dundee are ready to bring on a substitution, but I think they'll probably wait till next time the ball goes out. No, it's a pure free kick from Lachlan. O'Brien. Malone. And again, Malone just lost it forward. Lachlan with the header. Beasley trying to flick it in for O'Brien. And it goes back to Tuffy. And Lachlan. Headed away by Story. Well won by Pozniak. Shinnie. Back to McEwen. Williams. And they need to head away from Robertson. Lachlan again, just lofting the ball up and over. Don't think Dundee like being under pressure. Paul McHale. And that's the Dundee throw in. Yeah, Partick players are wanting it, but it's not going their way. And now Dundee can make a change. And it's 20-year-old Brian Beasley. Is it? Yeah, it's Brian Beasley and Darren Williams here, both coming off. Freddie Dackwin's one of them coming on. Colin McMenamin the other. Dundee fans will be glad to see him back in the squad. And Dundee had to bring on a bit more pace. And Shinnie's been told to sit in centre mid. Malone. Lachlan. Oh, he has to go back to Douglas. McHale. Losing out to Rosen. And Story was able to clear. Pozniak to take a throw in for Dundee. And that one's first touch is a bad one. Now here comes Roberts. Well, Laughlin's fell straight, and Buchanan's kept it alive. Harkin's going to attack, and now McHale can clear. And now here comes Freddie Dackwin. Good play this one, Dundee. O'Brien. And Dundee are going to win a corner kick, which has got the crowd pumped up just below us. And can Dundee capitalise on this now? Well, McEwen and John Loughlin coming forward. Pozniak being told to sit, and McHale's just going to sit just in front of him. It's going to be Dak going to deliver. And it was header from Loughlin. Bit easy for Tuffy. He's trying to put in Buchanan, but it's well dealt with by Pozniak. McHale. And again, he's going back to Rob Douglas. Headed away by Twaddle. And Shinny coming in, but he's giving Partick Thistle a throw in. Harkins. McKinley. Harkins again. Roberts. And well held Brad Douglas. And Shinny driving forward for Dundee. McMenamin with a touch trying to set in O'Brien, and that'll be a throw into Dundee. Malone to take a throw in. No real movement from Dundee at all. Shinny. Malone. And Harkins clears. Roberts. No Buchanan. And Shinny was just clipping the leg of Buchanan there. And a free kick's been given in the halfway line. And it's Paul Payton with the free kick. Well, it came off a Dundee player last, but Pozniak gets it clear only as far as McKinley. Oh, it was a good cross in by Simon Donnelly, but well held again from Rob Douglas. He's had a good game today. Try to find McMenamin. Loughlin. Rosen looking for the run of Buchanan. And Loughlin just hitting out of play. Paul Payton running down to take the throw in. Buchanan. And that'll be a goal kick to Dundee. We're halfway in the second half. With another 15 minutes or so left. Still goalless between Dundee and Partick Thistle here at Dens Park. But Dundee have a throw in. That can take it quick. And McMenamin trying to do something with the ball but can't. And it's easily gathered by John Tuffy. Simon Donnelly's header being put out of play by Pozniak. McKinley looking for Buchanan. Well heard away by Loughlin. And now McEwen. Rosen out left to McKinley. And I looked out of play, yeah. Referee's giving a goal kick. Well, it's looking for Curia, who loses out. No, Roberts. And Roberts is headed down to McKinley, whose pass was trying to seek in Buchanan. But Elyson spotted it straight away and puts the flag up for the offside. McEwen looking for Curia. It's headed away by Robertson. Front of Dundee. And Bosniak with a foul through. Twaddle. Simon Donnelly. And Roberts losing out. And Donnelly gets it back. He's trying to switch it to Payton. And Payton finding Rosen. And Buchanan's in here. And his shot's horribly wide. Slicing it as he's put his bit onto it. And that one doesn't trouble Rab Douglas at all. And then they still have one remaining substitution. Be interesting to see if he maybe brings on Gilhani. With Donnelly. And that's going through to Rab Douglas. Robertson with the header away. McEwen. Jamie Donnelly to McKinley. Bosniak kept it in, no. Throw into to Thistle. And still McKinley has it. He's done well. Simon Donnelly, good tackle from Bosniak. The throw has been given to Thistle. Twaddle. Oh, Harkins. And he's trying to find Buchanan, but again, just a bit too much power on it. And it runs out for a goal kick to Dundee. From Douglas. Headed away by Robertson. Payton. Now into Buchanan. There's a good tackle from Shinnie. And Douglas comes in, clears. Lachlan wanted them to come a lot quicker. Shinnie losing out to Rosen. Rosen's header again. Harkins. McEwen finds Malone. And headed away by Robertson. Now McKinley hitting one forward. Buchanan. Well, he's kept it in. Buchanan. Good ball in and well dealt with by McEwen. Malone just trying to let the ball run out, but Buchanan was quick enough to get his foot around it and keep it in. And now Payton with a throw. Roberts. And Shinnie with a sliding tackle. Puts the ball out of play for another throw in. Payton. And this time O'Brien wins the throw in for Dundee. And Simon Donnelly not happy about it. But it's Malone to take a throw in. Curie with a flick. Simon Donnelly. Roberts. Harkins still has it. McKinley. Shot blocked. Now McMenamin. Shinnie. Can't find O'Brien. Payton. Buchanan. Looking for Payton again. Alright, it's a good tackle from Shinnie, but Partick Thistle have been awarded a corner kick. Robertson up from the back. Douglas holds well. There's no one really for Douglas to look for. Curia. Daquin. Still Fred Daquin. And loses out, and Partick coming away with the ball again. That came through to Lachlan. O'Brien. Shinnie. Lachlan goes back to Rod Douglas again. Headed by Story. Shinnie. Oh, it's a good ball looking for Curia. They get the hit Story. He's went to one right across the box, but Meneman not fast enough to get on the end of it. I think it's gone behind for a goal kick. No. 3 minutes left, plus stoppage time here at Dennis Park. Still goalless between Dundee and Partick. Last time they met here at Dennis Park this season was in the League Cup where they lost 2-1. And this time around it looks as if it may finish 0-0. McHale away. And Rosen trying to get in the end of it. O'Brien. Back to Douglas. And Curia, chance to turn. And that will probably run through for into John Tuffy's hands. And pausing that, lets it go. McEwen. Roberts on his heels. McKinley to Rosen. Out right to Payton. Buchanan. Payton gets it back. And now going to babble in Shinnie. Rosen. Headed away by Lachlan. Buchanan losing out to McHale. O'Brien. Shinnie. Looking for Curia. Now run through to Freddie Daquin. Will keep the ball alive. And he's lost out, but Pozniak keeps it alive and wins a throw in for Dundee. Well, I don't know why Pozniak came back the way, but they're going to make another change on Seddy Malone, who's making way. And Craig Forsyth coming on in his place. Straightforward swap there for Dundee. And Forsyth will move to left back. Daquin. Oh, goal kick. Yeah, Merriman trying to win a corner. Both teams have had chances in this game. The important ones falling for Partick Thistle. Now here's Curia. McHale looking for McMenamin. Shinnie. He's putting O'Brien here. And Tuffy's out well. Quick and alert to the situation. Now he's looking for Simon Donnelly. Here by Pozniak to Daquin. We're trying to find McMenamin. Now here's Harkins to McKinley. Back to Gary Harkins. McKinley again. Simon Donnelly. Trying to find the Buchanan, but again the cross is too heavy. I think it sums up both teams day to day. But looks as if they're going to have to settle for a point each. Curious sandwich, but Shinnie comes away with it. McMenamin. Shinnie again. Oof, and it's a corner kick. Not sure if it took deflection or John Tuffy may have got a finger to it. But it's definitely a corner kick to Dundee. That one coming across to take it. Pozniak staying back. He's the only one back. Oh, O'Brien's going back with him. Everyone else is all in the box. Can Dundee grab a late winner here? Comes away to McHale. And he's got that horribly wrong. Well, that sums up Dundee's day. They haven't been really impressive today. Right at the start, they looked bright, they looked sharp. Nearly took an early lead within the first minute, but since then they've died right down. They had a few chances. There's Simon Donnelly. That's a front of Dundee. Shinnie. Held away by Story. Shinnie again. Oh, he's lost out. And now Harkins comes away with it. Simon Donnelly. And Peyton and acres of space on the right hand side. He swits one in. That one clears. And now it falls to McHale. So good play this. O'Brien still going. Curia. Tackling. Forsyth. And the header's wide into the side netting. Well, that's probably Dundee's best chance to get one in the game. I think it may just be the last piece of action here at Dens Park. The referee looking at his watch. And John Tuffy, no real hurry to take it. McHale with the header. McMenamin. McHale. Curia couldn't get on the end of it, but Dundee have won a throw in. Dundee have came to life now, but is it too little, too late? Pozniak. McHale. McEwen to McMenamin. McHale. O'Brien won the header, but Forsyth. And again from Forsyth. And the flag's gone up on Curia. And McMenamin not happy. Curia or the linesman. Looked at both of them. Curia probably a bit tired. He's been playing midweek football for his country. Shinnie. And there goes the final whistle at Dens Park. Both teams have battled out for a point. Well, Dundee had a few chances. As to the Partick, who looked most likely to score. But full time whistle here at Dens Park. It's Dundee 0, Partick Thistle 0.